Greetings to everyone present here. I am Satyaprakash Tiwari and my group members are Numan Khan and Avdut Mule. We are under the guidance of Professor Dipti Chandran. We all are from Srimati Indira Gandhi College of Engineering and our final year project title is Sign and Speak Companion. In India, we have more than 63 million people who are hearing and speech impaired, is speech impaired. But we have Indian Sign Language for them. But actually, how many of us actually know this Indian Sign Language? And this makes things difficult for students. So that is what we have done is we have created an application for students where they can just record the lectures. They can convert sign gestures to speech, and they can just hear the gestures, speech into sign gestures. And these are the objectives, and these are our scope. And without getting much deeper into the implementation, we will show you the application. So this is the GUI of the application. This is the starting home page that the user will see, and you can see that the user can select its disability type, whether he has hearing impairment or speech impairment, or whether any one of them. So that is what they can select. And after that, they can select their genders as well. And after that, they just have to enter their details and just click on the continue button. But I have already logged into this application, so I will just log in. So I have logged in into my application, and you can see that in this application we have this help section. What it does is it tells the impaired student what these basic functionalities do. So if I click on this help button, you can see that this is the basic description of the application. This is the background monitoring tab. This is the QR code. This QR code will help the Android application to get connected with this desktop application, and this Android application is for the teachers. So the basic idea is that the whatever gesture I do in this desktop application, in front of this desktop application, it will be converted into speech and will be outputted from this mobile device. That is what our basic idea is. So that is how the use of QR code to connect the Android application to this desktop application. In this, we have this speaking tab. The speaking tab, what it does is it will convert my sign gestures to speech. And this is the listening tab. In listening tab, the speech will be converted to text or sign gestures depending on the preference of the user. And this is the recordings list, because we as normal students can actually take notes, but for the students who are facing a hearing and speech impairment, it becomes difficult for them to take notes. So that is why we have implemented this recordings tab, where they can just record the lectures and listen to them whenever they want. And this is the profile section, and these are the basic button functionalities which I will talk about later. So you can see that this is the background section. What it does is it monitors background noises like bells, animals, cycles, bicycles, everything which is related to school environment. So for an example, if I will play a sound over here, and we will see whether how much it detects. So you can see that it has detected police siren. Depending on, let's go with the speaking section. Let me start the Android application. Okay. So you can see that I have just mirrored my Android screen onto this laptop so that we can just record it. And you can see that in the speaking section, what I have to do is I have to, first of all, let me open the application. You can see that I can just enter the name of the teacher, and after I click on the continue button, I just have to scan this QR. And you can see that connect with Satyaprakash. And I know why it is not working, because of this camera access which I have given to the Meet. If I take this camera access from the Meet, so I suppose that it will be working with this. Let me just go again. Okay. And I have joined the room of the student. That is, the teacher can join the student's room, and whatever the whatever gesture student does, it will be outputted as speech from this device, that is Android device of the teacher. So let me show you.
Hello. Hi. Yes. Satya.
Okay, so you can see that I just wrote my name, that is I am Satya, and there are various gestures.
How are you?
How are you? So there are what we have done is we have trained for 70 gestures, and based on these 70 gestures we have created 100 gestures. That is, there are various gestures which are static gestures, and various gestures which are motion gestures. So this was the implementation of sign to speech, that how these sign gestures are getting converted into speech and are outputted from this Android device of the teacher. So I will move on to this listening tab. What this listening tab does is it converts speech to, let me turn on my camera first. Okay. So what it does is it converts speech to text in real time. You can see that it will start converting the speech to text. So that is what our implementation is. If a teacher is teaching something, then you can see that the student will be able to see what the teacher is saying, and we can even view it as gestures. So you can see that this is the gesture motion, and currently we are not going with the motion gestures for this implementation part. We have gone with the ABCD part, that each gesture is divided into alphabetic letters, and they are displayed one by one, and this slider shows how what is the length of the word. So that is how it is. That is, if a word is this THIS, so it will move four times. That is the basic idea of this, and it is still recording it. So I will just stop this, and you can see that in this top section I have this record button. So yeah, so I will start it again, and as soon as I click on this record button, the text after I clicked on the record button will be stored, so the student can refer to it again and again later in future. It is similar to taking notes that we do in the pen with the pen and paper. So if I click on the record button again, and it will ask me the title of this recording. So it is actually 30th to now 30th, I would say April. Okay, 30th April, and I will save the recording. And this recording is visible in this recordings list. You can see that I have various test recordings, and this is the 30th April recording which I did just now. So that is how it is, and we can even delete these recordings from a database depending on the use case. And if I click on this recording, you can see that it is the same text which was recorded, and it can be viewed as gestures as well. That let me show you that, and we have added additional functionality that if I click on a on a text, the recording will start from that the gesture will start from that particular word. So you can see that button, we have BUTTON. So that is how it is. And this is because the student might need to refer something which is very much deeper in the recording list. So the recording won't be starting from the start. The user can just toggle the recording, that the gesture word, the where the gesture begins. FUTURE. So this was our implementation of the speech to text as well as the recording section, where the student can actually record this, sort the recordings based on the just, if I want to sort based on the test, I can just sort it. And at last we have this profile section. In this profile, currently we are just displaying about the user information, that is name, email ID, gender, etc. And these are the impairments, that the individual has hearing and speech impairment, because at the time of login we have selected both the impairments. So this is all about the application. Thank you.